Today on this channel, I introducing you to ultimate toxic couple. Yes, the most toxic of the toxic. These two truly break the mold of what a healthy relationship should look like. Let's get started with a history that will leave your heart on the floor. Chapter 1. Our protagonist asks herself, why does love cause so much suffering? Can the pain ever be so intense that you wish you weren't alive? We see a couple clearly in the middle of the fight. The bed is unmade. Furniture is scattered across the floor, and there's alcohol involved, and they glare at each other, tearfully eyed. She can only lash out or hurl insults, and believe me, there are a lot of them. We hear her inner thoughts as she struggles to define love. Sometimes she thinks she loves someone enough to want to unsubscribe them from existence, and that's how we see this pair of lovebirds showing their affection for one another. Our protagonist grabs the bucket of roses her partner brought her, tells him to unsubscribe from life, and smashes them right into his face. Naturally, the thorns tear up his skin, yet he remains incredible calm. So calm, in fact, it's actually terrifying. He simply sighs and says he's fine, though you should see the crazy look in his eyes. Anyway, let's move on. He simply sighs and says he's fine, though you should see the crazy look in his eyes. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's move on. He touches his face and he sees blood dripping from it and tells her she's fine. If that's what she wants, then he's going to unsubscribe. And rose petals scare everywhere as he continues saying that it's that what his beloved wants. Held it right there in her hands. We watch the bucket fall and he grips her shoulders tightly, telling her in all seriousness that he will do whatever she says, but she must never dare to run away from him again. And he drops to his knees to kiss her legs, delicately telling her that if she ever does again, he will be the one to unsubscribe her. And here we realize that our protagonist had been away from him for about 6 months, maybe, having finally managed to end the relationship and hide from such a toxic man. Through a part of her missing him. Yeah, believe it or not, that is why at the beginning of this chapter and this story, we hear his thoughts and he reasons and analyzes the nature of love and why it hurts so much. All while we watch him gently approve to kiss her legs, moving ever high with a mad look in his eyes, and she can only turn his face away and call him a real son of a bitch. She actually calls him out through the chapter and then growing somewhat desperate. And the protagonist's attitude, he moves menacingly close to her lips, whispering to ask if she understands now. She asks him what she is supposed to understand, and he violently throws her onto the bed while kissing her. A kiss that is truly passionate, yes, simultaneously filled with rage. And then they began devouring each other as if there were no tomorrow. And finally, amidst the heat kissing, we learn the protagonist's name, Diary. Yes, your name is Diary. Interesting. We see her keeping as the male lead looms over her, kissing her passionately while launching cynically and saying, darling, do you understand that you're mine? But not counting with that, he asks, have you given yourself to another man? Because if you have, I have to take care of it. Wow, that's intense. And she's showing her toxic side. She snapped at him. Shut up, just do it already. I mean, do you want this or not? Ooh. With that missing and beat at the protagonist starts planted passionate kisses all over her body while demanding an answer. Had she given herself to another man or not? She caught between tears of pleasure or pain. It's impossible to tell, remains silent, which only makes him angrier. He asked, Tell me what I should touch you. I want an answer. And bites her breast, something she apparently loves, as he continues at Miss kisses and whisper, telling her exactly what he needs to do make her feel good. And here we see the clothes got flying, and I swear he's really going at it hard. Oh yeah. But our heroine has a toxic side of her own. She tells him not just to slam her heart against the wall, but to actually break the wall. Yeah. Or if he only wants his heart really, really hard. And while he's at it, she digs her nails into his back, telling him how much she hates him, yet still wanting him to go incredible hard. And this, instead of calming the hero down, just turns him ever more. Tell me, yeah, too much more. And when I say things heat up, they absolutely set the house on fire. They didn't stop until the next day. Believe me, they didn't stop. The manga is very, very explicit. Though I can't show it to you, to policies. What I can tell you is that the female lead discovers a love-hate dynamic with the male lead. One part of her desires him intensely, with another part truly despises him and hell. They'll spend the night in an hour with a passion, so much so that they go through the whole box full comes, and he tells Diary he's really missing her. We can tell. He also tells her that she's only one who can make him feel this way. This is because before meeting our female lead, he seemed like a perfect zombie in everything he did. He was successful, yet he appeared to have no feelings, no girlfriend, and no interest. Aside from work. Nothing stirred any emotion in him whatsoever. Nothing good nor bad. Anyways, he was emotionally distant, on a Zeus distant like scale, until the day he met our Tairi. And as all this unfolds, Tairi wonders at what point this started going so wrong. Was it when he would feed her by hand, claiming he wanted to be kind and would let her feeling herself? Or was it because he enjoyed doing it and would get injured and nausea whenever she says she was perfectly capable and doing it on her own? Or perhaps this was the moment when he came before once again, telling her to take the utmost care of herself because he won't be care to throw from her pristine body, getting her in anyway? Was it during one of those moments? Are you seriously asking yourself that? Wow, we really need psychological therapy here, please. Was it during one of those moments? Are you seriously asking yourself that? Wow, we really need psychological therapy here, please, right now. And she was wondering if she should have run away right then, or perhaps even back on the day need meet after all from that very first day. Our protagonist became obsessed with her. She was the only person who dared to decide to not him and stand up to him. It's happening when the toxic protagonist crosses the line with her, and she saw him, that older brother, a prestigious judge, obviously, wanting to reach a settlement, but she walked confidently in his office to declare that she wanted only justice and wasn't afraid the great judge. That was the exact moment our protagonist saw something different in her. That only person in the entire entire country who wasn't afraid of him, the only one who dared to confront him, the only one who dared to say no, and the only one who made his heart race. What will he happen?